the distortion trails sound ugly there. I really enjoyed playing it just then. I thought it sounded really good. Obviously, it's affected by what it's going into. Right now it's going into, what's our sound card called?
RME Babyface Pro.
And then it's going into a Mac.
So it's direct in.
MacBook Pro or whatever. That really affects it. Today's sounded really good as well. The last bit that I was playing, the delay trails sounded not very nice to me. They sounded like they were clipping, but I think it was just the type of tone that the trails had. But apart from that setting, and I think every pedal can have a bad, I don't think there's a pedal that has no bad settings. I actually think it's a really good piece of gear now. I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't be selling it, because that's actually a nifty piece of gear.
Not selling, sold.
Oh no, I've sold it. I mean, the thing is, I haven't played it live, so I've just played it in a bedroom. I've recorded a song with it, and I've now recorded these parts with it. Apart from that, I haven't recorded with it. I think the biggest turn off with this pedal that made me think about selling it is that it's got no headphone in jack. I think if I had a headphone in jack, I would have connected with it a lot more and created a bond. But I think the inability, because I haven't got an amplifier or a speaker or anything, so if I want to have a play and I want to hear some nice, overdrives, I can't just put headphones in it. I've got to run it in front of a GT or in front of a multi. But I must say, I think it's really nice. I must say, it's a really great thing. Another thing that put me off with that, it's got, as you can see, it's got a delay section, and I don't like to use delay because I think that it maybe makes me, it might ruin my songwriting. It might help it too, but it might ruin it. It helps it because it makes it easy to be very prolific with songwriting. And it might hinder it because you may not be able to assess the quality of what you're songwriting when the delay is on, because everything sounds so much better. So on the other one hand, you have more output when you have delay because there's more interaction with an instrument, particularly when you're playing by yourself. But on the downside of delay, when you play with delay and then you write something really cool and you take it off, you realize the part's not so cool and the part's dependent structurally on the delay. So I have mixed feelings about delay. I think it's a complicated effect to grasp emotionally for me. So that put me off that, you have to have a delay, and instead of that delay I would have preferred maybe a compression. But on second thought, the delay is quite useful to thicken up your sound with slap backing, and the delay is very, the pen just died. I don't know what is happening here. It's a bad day. So I don't know what happened there. Okay, the pen actually did die. I think it's a great unit. I must say I'm very impressed with SansAmp, but I have owned other SansAmp stuff before. I owned the Liverpool, and I thought that sounded really, really awesome, and I owned the California. I think if SansAmp had a headphone in jack and tuner, wow. I must say, I'm a bit sad to let it go now. But no, I'm really impressed. I'm actually really sad. See, I'm tearing up, but I'm not really tearing up, but I'm almost tearing up. I think it sounds great. I must say, something so light and so small. It might be something to do with the fact that it's run on 12 volt, not your standard 9 volt. I don't know what it sounds like live. I wish that I had more time with to take it to a gig. That might be a different thing. It might sound great. Yeah, I'm sad to let it go a bit. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I would actually recommend it to people. And the person who bought it, I think that they'll be very happy with it. Yeah, the biggest downside is no headphone jack, because people at Tech 21, SansAmp, whatever your name is, if you had a headphone jack, then the bedroom guitar player or whoever's using it could really bond with it. Because I think that when you have your little tiny world and you put your headphones on, you can block the world out. It creates a really deep connection with you and your multi-effects unit. I'm a real multi-effects unit nut. I like the idea of having an intimate relationship with one pedal that gives me everything I need. And you've got great sounds in here. This could even be, I would actually even be into something that's double the size of this and has a few more options, and maybe a little bit of memory even. That'd be cool. But even just a headphone jack, that's it. Even if you just added a headphone jack. But no, I think that this SansAmp, I'm really impressed that they've actually got some really awesome sounds. It's such a tiny unit, so light. It's nuts, it's crazy. Don't know how they do it. I think I did get a bit of a bad setting at the end, but I think that's not even a criticism because every pedal has got bad settings, in my opinion. Every pedal does. Yeah, I'm really impressed, and I think the person who bought it is going to be really, really happy.